Alright, here we go with some collected merfolk. That hand would have been sweet, but it is in fact a mulligan. This one's a keeper though, and I guess we'll keep a curse catcher. Looks like we are on the draw, so we will get an opportunity to draw it before playing this Noble Hierarch. And it'll be nice because on turn 2 we can play Spreading Seas and, okay, probably Spreading Seas and Curse Catcher as a matter of fact. Well, good news is our life is unlikely to matter much here, so we can get this breeding pool and shock ourselves without fear. Hopefully we can put on a decent enough clock next turn. Yeah, he just has natural Tron too. They always do. Alright, fortunately we do have an answer. At least for the moment. If he has another one in hand, then this, might not even help us that much, but might just buy us a turn. But by then we should be able to flood the board pretty decently. Alright, so we've got a lot of lords this game. So if we can just hope that he stays off Tron for a minute. This is going to be one of those games where the Noble Hierarch is very, very good because... oh gosh, he's going to have Tron anyway, so... I mean, we can do a bunch of damage. I'm actually going to play the Silver Gill because... Well, we could just play 2 lords, get in for 4. Or I can play Silver Gill Lord, get in for 3, and have another draw. Yeah, and that's fine because we need to actually be able to cast this, so... I'd like to draw another Spreading Seas, even. Not quite. Alright, well. Lord down. And we get in for 4. Or 3, rather. The good news is that Collected Company is still a good draw, even if he blows us up here. Now, the biggest thing we're worried about, because we have him not dead next turn, I guess. He's at 17. We'll be able to do 4, 8, 11 next turn. So we're still a ways away here, and he's going to have Tron. So it depends what it is. If it's a Karn or something, theoretically we can still win. If it's an Ugin or an Oblivion Stone or whatever, we're just dead. Or if it's nothing. I don't know what that means. Alright, well, let's play another Silver Gill. Hope to play to the outs of drawing. Alright, well, that wasn't it. I will play this turn, though, so we can attack with it next turn. It might have been all his dust, and he might have... Well, no, because he has 8. Well, we'll hit him for a bunch, and maybe our Mutavault can save the day if things go poorly. After this. They say he had 8, so... Has he got an instant speed? Oh, repeal? He's just playing Blue Tron all along? Oh my god. Okay. I guess that's real life. Wow. That's absurd. We're getting so unlucky. I guess Curse Catcher and a land. Wow. He was playing Blue Tron all along. We did him a favor by Spreading Seasing his land. What a joke. Alright, well. If we're not dead, we can re-Spreading Seas. So you know what? That's a beatable card, as a matter of fact. Well, we can Spreading Seas the power plant here. Another Spreading Seas, maybe? No, Harbinger's an answer to this, actually. Alright, let's show him some cards he knows about. Somehow we're not just dead. Alright, well, let's see. He actually doesn't have Tron right now, so in some ways that's Cyclone Crypt. Just kidding. The reason you hit the power plant instead of the towers is if they have to tap their lands to, use the spell to go find the missing piece. You don't want their payoff to be a 3-mana land and tower. You want it to be a 2-mana land with power plant. So Unlucky that he just has the other one in hand. And here comes the Mindslaver lock, so we need to find Spreading Seas right now. Actually, that's 7-8. Yeah, so it's not enough. We have a turn and 2 draws to find Spreading Seas. Collected Company will not do it. I guess he doesn't have Academy Ruins. We're actually not locked, so I shouldn't quite say that. I was not a Spreading Seas, however. Well, we may as well get in there for 3, if we can. We actually still have outs. 1 Spreading Seas doesn't kill us. I'm sorry, 1 Spreading Seas. 1 Mindslaver activation actually does not kill us. Are you going to counter our Ether Vial? He just wants to scry, I suppose. If he's playing Condescend here. That's my guess. Let me just stop on our turn. Sure, I'm not going to pay that. He gets the scry, which is, I imagine, why he did that. I'm just going to fire off Collected Company now. I want to move into my Incept so he loses his mana. I don't think it matters, but, you know, better safe than sorry. Alright, so we'll take a Harbinger here. And I guess a Silvergill. This slows him down quite a bit, so he'll get a Mindslaver us, but unless he has a way to recur it right now, it's actually not the worst. Silvergill draws us a card, which is just going to be another card for him. Mirror Regery allows us to do tap shenanigans. I don't think that's going to matter. I want the Silvergill. Okay, just a land. So he can actually do nothing with our turn. And he doesn't even have a... he doesn't even have Platinum Angel to like suicide one of our guys into. We're going to get Mindslavered. It's going to be disappointing for him if he can't follow up with much. Sure, Mindslaver away, buddy. Yeah, we drew another land. I mean, he can do 6 damage to us. Actually, there's only 2 Breeding Pools, so he can't even do that. He can fetch and fail to find. He can fetch and shock to do more damage to us. But he can't even run any of our guys into him. So this is actually a fairly disappointing... Yeah, he's just failing to find. That's fine. Yeah, that was basically a time walk, sort of, an exhaustion. That didn't do much. Wow, we're gonna get a turn. Oh, he may have another Cyclonic Rift, so... Unfortunately, the problem is I want to try to kill him. He's got to have something, though. I'm currently attacking if I activate this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So even playing another Lord doesn't kill him. Does it? Because it'd be 3, it would be 4, 8, 12, 16. That doesn't even kill him, so... Maybe we actually hold back a little bit here. In case he has a Cyclonic Rift and we can replay 2 cards. Gosh, and one of them would even be Spreading Seas to hit his tower. Alright, let's see what it is. It's just a repeal. It's sort of fine. He is cycling through his deck, and that is the problem, but... Alright, well, we're set up for lethal next turn. He needs a big turn here. What's he got at the end step? Is this the Cyclonic Rift? Oh, this can't be good. What just happened? He played Epiphany at the Drown Yard. Okay. Well, that's terrifying. Yeah, I see that you want Ugin. I get it. And I have to give him the not Ugin pile, because Ugin kills us real dead. Right? If he Ugined away the board, see if I can see it through here. We'd still have a Mutavault, which we can make a 4/4. That's not good enough. Yeah, you can have this pile, I guess. It's the old draw 6. Epiphany of the Drown Yard are pretty good. Blue Tron deck seems sweet. Can't believe we were punished by our spreading season this game. Alright, well, let's see how bad it is. Wormcoil's not enough, so, and if that's all he's got, I just don't care even a little. We're gonna have 2 guys giving Island Walk. We might be able to get on in there. He's got 5 mana. I think we might be okay. One of which is he's got 2 remands up. Well, we can let him remand into something that, I mean, we can just cast this guy 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and still activate Mutavault. And I think that's worth it because, you know, if we just try to attack now and he has, you know, Repeal or something, we're gonna die. But if we do eventually resolve this, then that won't be the case. And he can only draw a Repeal or whatever off of this, and even if he does, who cares, because he'd have to repeal 2 guys by the time it's all said and done. Unfortunately, we don't have a Rejury. We could resolve a Harbinger of the Tides and bounce this. Or just tap it, I suppose, just from the cast and win. Okay, he wants to repeal that one. Sure. Yeah, I'm going to replay that one. I don't think this works how he wants it to work. The Mutavault ensures that we have enough damage here to get through. Yeah, we got there. Alright. Alright, Blue Tron. We helped you Cyclonic Rift, but we got there somehow in the end, even after that giant Epiphany at the Drown Yard. All of these cards seem very not helpful for us. Incredibly not helpful. Creeping Corrosion, not very good. Dismember, not very good. Obviously, Malarian Tidebinder knows Recall is probably the best of the bunch. Our deck is, like, sort of okay right now. The Hierarchs are a little more... You know what? We should actually get Relics in to try to break up a Mindslaver lock. I actually think that... Well, we want the Dismember because he has the Platinum Angel in there. Yeah, Relic can work against the lock. I mean, maybe. It sort of depends on when he does it all. I mean, in a perfect world for him, actually it won't, but that doesn't mean we can't possibly get there. Because he can, you know, if we try to Relic on the end of his turn, he'll just pass the turn to us. And so I'm going to lead with the Hierarch here. Yeah, like if we try to Relic at his turn, he can Academy Ruins in response, or he can just Academy Ruins on the Mindslaver turn. Either way, it doesn't work out great for us. Alright, so we're going to Spreading Seas the power plant here. Need something to kill him with, though. Alright, that's a start. I'm going to go ahead and get this Vial down. That was maybe a slight misplay. Maybe I should have Vialed first, since he didn't actually have blue mana, but he could have Condescended it. The way I played it. So a little incorrect sequencing there. Trinket to Mage. Okay. That, I imagine is getting... Well, I'd say Engineered Explosives, but maybe not. Hanger Pack Walker, Walking Ballista. I bet Walking Ballista is pretty good in this deck. Expedition map. Okay. Alright, we have a lot of options. I think this is best. I'm just going to play the Regery. File in the Hierarch. This allows us to start attacking, which we kind of desperately need to do. We have him off Tron for the moment. I mean, he could just untap and have it. Although fetching the Expedition map means he probably doesn't quite yet. But next turn we can collect a company. So, oh, he just naturally had it though. Okay. Well, that's pretty sick. Sure, I'd like to draw another Spreading Seas. Oh my gosh, Echoing Truth. I guess we don't actually need to do this. I'm using Collected Company this turn and may as well have a Hierarch involved. This allows our Mirror Regery to attack. I don't think we can beat this though. I mean, we're going to try, and depending on what he gets, maybe we could have enough in play to kill it, and then, you know, Spreading Seas him off or something, but it's not looking good for us. That's what I mean to say. Planar Bridge. This Blue Tron deck seems sweet. Any deck that's playing Planar Bridge, I'm a fan of. Gosh, you can just do that at the end of our turn. It's pretty strong. Alright, so he's got 9 mana, so if he counters this Collected Company, he can't Planar Bridge. He's just going to bridge now. Oh, no, he just has Ugin. Okay. Well, we actually want him to... What? Yeah, plus the Ugin on this, we actually have the possibility of punishing this. Okay. Well, it's that kind of night. Think that we're dead. I mean, good news is Ugin can't kill Mutavault. Bad news is he can kill everything else on our board and Planar Bridge for another Planeswalker. And we've drawn a bunch of land. I mean, we're incredibly dead. What a silly game. That Collected Company could have been so good. It's worth noting Collected Company doesn't trigger Mirror Regery, but if we had, yep, sure thing, man. If we had drawn 2 Lords, we could have saved our Regery there, and then if we'd drawn a Merfolk, we could have tapped down his Trinket Mage and killed the Ugin. Fortunately, we were not that lucky. Well, we'll poke down Ugin here, but we're pretty dead. Just gonna get a Worm Coil, I guess. Worm Coil actually one of the more beatable things he can get because we can just dismember it down to a 1/1. Still have Death Touch though. Alright, we'll take... Nah, we're just dead. What am I doing? Well, I'll give it one more turn. If we draw Collected Company, I won't scoop. Also possible I was supposed to hit him down to 14 there. And hope that, I don't know, somehow we Collected Company, he doesn't have Worm Coils, and we Collected Company into a bunch of Island Walking Lords and kill him. I think we just have 0 outs. Get one more draw step here and we'll get out. Hope the game 3 goes a little better. Now this means that actually some of our graveyard hate might be good, or our artifact hate might be good, and be better than this Dismember, which does very little in our deck. Well, this goes and gets his map, or his Academy Ruins. Then he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, so he has 10. Alright, we're dead. A little late, little late. Alright, well, that was a game. I guess we want the Spell Pierces. Spell Pierce seems better than this member. We can try to catch a... we can at least try to catch an Ugin. I'm going to port in one of these. Board out this Harbinger. Actually, I'm going to board out another Hierarch. They're not doing much. Corrosion would have been pretty good actually on that board where we'd get, you know, if Ugin hadn't been involved anyways, we could have dealt with the bridge and... Wow, this hand is incredibly unkeepable. This one's much better. Only one land, but we get a scry. And we actually can curve out even without that. Perfect. Alright, this hand's actually pretty reasonable. This might get there. We, unlike basically all the other games we've played against him so far, we actually get to apply some pressure this time around. Alright, so I'm actually going to play the Lord here, just to maximize power on the field. We will violin the Curse Catcher at the end of his turn. Next turn we Spreading Seas and violin any 2-drop or anything, and any land is actually fine because it builds us towards Collected Company. Map? Oh, well, that's annoying. Guess I should have main phased it. Didn't think about that one. I had no way of knowing about that. Beautiful. Well, the question is, do I play the... Yeah, we're just going to Spreading... There is no question. We're just going to Spreading Seas the Mine. I'd be totally fine drawing a land here. Oh, that's fine too. Alright, violin the Master. Alright, well, our opponent is a minute away from Tron. We have some pressure. We would apply more pressure next turn. We can basically play any creature. Any land is fine. Because we can get towards a Collected Company. Now this is actually interesting, because if we draw a 3-drop, it's going to feel bad to have the Vial on 2, but he's representing Counterspell mana, so I actually want to get this Lord in play, so I'm actually going to keep this on 2 and just accept that there's some number of draws in our deck that punish us. That's not one of them, though. I'm just going to play this pre-combat here. He gets to know about... There's no easy way to do this because we don't have another Merfolk to reveal. Like, I could just file in the Lord. And I think we just... Because I could file in the Lord. Keep Silvergrow in hand, but we can't do anything with that mana in the second main phase. And I want to hit a land. So I think if he has Condescend here, he has Condescend. And that means we don't get a Silvergrow. We still get the Lord. We still get to beat down. We can't pay for even one, so there's no reason to play around that. And the upside here is very high, so... And I think we have to try to keep the pressure on, punish a stumble from him. Plus, if he'd countered, it means he couldn't have mapped. Alright, perfect. Alright, so this is a pretty decent spot we're in here. We hit him for 6. I actually have him dead next turn on the board. Okay, JK. Gosh. Okay. Well, we'll hit him for 1. I mean, he's still not mapping, at least. And we can pretty well replay those. if need be. That bought him a lot of time. Unfortunately, we had 2 Master of the Pearl Tridents rather than a Lord Master split there, but... Alright, he's finally popping his map. Wouldn't hurt to just draw... Basically, Botanical Sanctum is the worst draw in our deck, but everything else is reasonable. And he's not going to have Tron until next turn. Relic, not exactly what we want. Can I kill him, though? I can't kill him, and now this is actually an interesting decision because... Because if he just naturally has it, which would not surprise me given the way he... Well, I don't know. Because I could just play both Lords and hit him for 7 and have lethal next turn, and even play this Relic out. But then if he does just have Tron, we're dead. If he, wipes our board after that, we hold nothing back. I think the play's actually... And I also am tempted because I want to, crack the Relic to try to find our other land. I think what I'm actually going to do here is just swing for 5, put him at 12, because it's still lethal next turn, and if he does have Ugin, we can hold back this Master of the Pearl Trident. And any land good still. And this Relic's not the worst. The game is sort of bogged down, so it would be perhaps relevant if he has an Ugin or something. And I think it was a Dismember before. The Dismember wasn't doing us much either. Alright, well he is going to go finish Tron here and then have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Which is enough for a Worm Coil, but that doesn't save him because we'll have Island Walk. I feel reasonably okay with our position here. Yeah, he can't activate. He cannot activate this. He has 3 mana. And we have a Curse Catcher, which unfortunately doesn't quite save us, because we wouldn't be able to kill him. Okay. Well, I guess we try to do lethal here. Oh, okay. I guess he doesn't have it then. We got there. Nice. All right. Well, I think we played that one right. And Collected Company it was good, and I think we resolved it once in that match. And if we ever got there, it would have been good in that last game at least. But there you go, Collected Merfolk taking down a sweet mono blue Tron deck. So nice game.